Introducing the first fight of the night, brought to you by Resorts World Sentosa and ESPN Star Sports. This lightweight contest is scheduled for 3 rounds of 5 minutes each. This professional MMA fight is conducted under the unified rules as sanctioned by the Asian MMA Federation and the WMAF, the Singapore MMA sanctioning body. Our referee for this fight, Mr. Stephen Percival. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man has been training martial arts since he could walk. Also a respected boxer in Slovakia, he moved to Thailand to train with martial combat superstar Ole Baguio Lawson. He is known as the Piranha due to his deadly striking abilities in the cage, standing at 176 centimeters tall and weighing it at 72 kilograms with a professional MMA record of 2 wins and 2 losses from Slovakia, and representing the legendary and respected Legacy Gym, it's Egon the Piranha Racz! Fighting out of the red corner, this man is a multi-medalist from International Wushu and is the #1 ranked lightweight fighter out of the Philippines. He strikes fear in his opponents with a powerful range of punches and submissions. He stands at 177 centimeters tall and weighs in at 70 kilograms. With a professional MMA record of 6 wins and 1 loss, he is the Philippines' undisputed lightweight champion. From the Philippines and representing URCC, it's Eduard the Landslide Folayang!
Welcome once again to Resort World Sentosa in Singapore for martial combat. My name is Steve Dawson. Alongside me, my co-commentator, Ray LB, who we'll see fighting in this very ring 1 month from now. But for now, it's Slovakia against the Philippines. Egon Racz in the black shorts against the Filipino, Eduard Folayang. And Ray, I know you've got high hopes for an exciting contest here.
Yeah, Egon is a King's Cup veteran. Lost a decision to the #1 Muay Thai fighter in the world, Kim Fairtex. So I think if this fight stays on the feet, it's going to be an exciting fight. Obviously, Edward's going to look to use those hip throws so famous in Wushu Chinese kickboxing. But I anticipate fight of the night offers here.
Well, I know you believe Racz to be the most accomplished Muay Thai fighter on the card this evening, so let's see what he's got to offer in the black trunks. Up against a very highly regarded Filipino, and they're on the deck straight away.
Good double leg by Eduard. Egon's done a good job of establishing his half guard. What I'd like to see him do is use that right arm to try to push down on his knee and establish the full guard. From here, there's really not a whole lot he can do other than trying to work himself back up using the fence.
Yeah, Racz does have the fence where he can, as you say, ease himself back up, just get a little bit of leverage there, push himself up with the legs perhaps, but seems content to try and nullify Folayang for now.
Egon, training with Ole Larson and Malik Malawai, who we'll see later tonight, is a very experienced fighter, having 70+ fights between K1, Muay Thai, MMA. He is a Draka champion, winning that title in Khabarovsk, Russia, earlier this year. So a very experienced fighter.
And all the while, Folayang sending that right hand into the side of the Slovakian fighter. Point scoring, of course. These are 5-minute rounds. It's hard work in there for these guys, but the judges have their pens by their scorecards, and they'll be looking at those punches going into the side there. You're getting the best angle you could possibly get. Our camera woman right up against these fighters, inches from the action.
Now this guillotine choke looks like it might be getting tighter. You know, Eduard really wasn't showing much respect to it. Now I can see him pushing down on the legs. Looks as if Egon might have this choke sunk in.
Slowly but surely the trouble is coming, but he escapes it. Nicely done.
And the Singaporean crowd showing their education for mixed martial arts, cheering as the escape from that guillotine choke is accomplished.
Just lifting Egon up there and throwing him back onto the canvas to wind him.
Egon doing a good job of controlling that overhook with that left arm there. That's keeping the posture broken down. So no real big strikes are raining down. These small titty-tatty points, but nothing big and damaging.
Yep, a quick exchange of punches there. And now it's Folayang who's trying to send the punches down, but looks like they could be back on their feet. That was short-lived.
Egon back into the half guard. You can see Ole Larsen working tightly in the corner, giving him good instructions. I'd like to see Egon work with that left arm underhook. There you go, working that underhook now, working himself back up using the fence. Back into the full guard here, Egon.
Scoot out, scoot out, scoot out, scoot out.
Their heads rub against each other. A surefire way of getting a cup to open up on the face there, but no damage done so far as we can see. Both fighters busy down there, aren't they? They're throwing punches as well as trying to gain a grappling advantage.
Egon doing a good job, though, keeping his hips forward. Those body shots, while they're scoring points, minimal as far as damage earned. You know, it's not like that's going to be a devastating strike to a guy that's got 70-plus fights.
Yeah, these guys in great shape as well, so a punch to the midriff doesn't do quite as much damage as it might if it landed on me. One or two of them, they're dangerously low. You cannot punch below the belt. But the referee didn't step in.
While Eduard's staying busy, I'd like to see him try to pass the guard here. He really isn't displaying much grappling ability. Coming from Alvin Aguilar's gym, I'm sure he's got great grappling abilities. I'd like to try to see him try to advance position and not just be content to stay inside of the guard.
But he is doing all he can to throw as many punches down as he can while he's in this on-top position. Really working hard to free his hands and rain down the punches on Egon. And there's a big one. A right hand followed by a left and another right.
Egon needs to try to work back into his half guard if he can. He's controlling his posture right now by wrapping both arms tightly around his head. But unfortunately, Eduard's already passed to that side control position. He's got that right arm underhook. Egon working his way back up on the pommel.
Looks like that head caught, Ray. That looks as if it could be tough on the neck. Any chance of a submission? There it is. It came. It was so damaging the way he held that neck there, really pushing it forward. You could see the potential for a submission coming. And just as I asked Ray if it was about to come, the tap out came. And as Egon walks away, there's a nasty cut on the left-hand side of his face, just below the eye, I think. We didn't recognize that until after the bout had finished.
Eduard improves to 7-1. Obviously, one of the top fighters coming out of the Philippines. With his only loss coming to John Tuck and Guam, the rumors are rampant that this guy is going to be the next Filipino fighter to be signing with the UFC, which potentially could mean that he's one of the top fighters in the world.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And he has been tipped for that status. This win will do him no harm whatsoever. A first-round submission. But he was busy the whole time with his punches. A really good workout for the Filipino. Improves his record and takes one step closer to signing with the UFC. Much touted. These Singaporean fans have enjoyed it.
With 22 seconds remaining in round number 1, and by way of guillotine choke submission, the winner in the red corner, Eduard, the landslide, Folayang!
Eduard, tell us, how's it feel after such a hard-fought victory and staying undefeated? Now, what was interesting, I mean, you're known for your wushu and stand-up skills as well as against your opponent's Muay Thai background. Was it your strategy coming into the fight to get him onto the ground quickly to establish a ground game?
When I see the opportunity to make it on the guillotine choke, then I grab the opportunity.
At any time during the fight, did he hurt you at all?
Yeah, his kick is also a strong one.
Okay, great. Before you go out, Eduard, any words to your new fans here in Asia as well as in the Philippines? Those of you that are watching, the millions of new fans that you're gonna be having being on martial combat here at Resorts World.
First of all, I would like to thank God for the victory, to the Filipino people, and to the ESPN who make this event possible. Also to my sponsor, Zero Tolerance, Chris Sport, Shape Up Boxing, Chris Sport, Javier Flores, and Reynolds Pangiliban. Also to my teammate, my coach, Mark Sangyao, I would like to thank him for helping me out. My teammates, Team Lakay.
Congratulations again, Edward. Ladies and gentlemen, Eduard Folayang.